Good morning, and now we're going to take At Harvest Time, written by Maya Angelou. Very quickly, we're going to have a small background about the writer, who is Maya Angelou. Well, Maya Angelou was born in Merton, Anna Johnson, on April 4th, 1928, in Street Luce, Massery. When when Maya actually was 3 years old, her parents were divorced, or they got divorced, and sent their child to live in the rural with their paternal grandmother. Just to mention, paternal, it means a person who is replaced by the father, or replaced instead of the father. And maternal means the person who is replaced instead of the mother. So after that, Angela began her career as a civil rights activist of sorts. She even battled racism with dogged persistence and succeeded in becoming the first American or African American hired to the position of streetcar conductor in San Francisco. Maya Angelou even worked in the arts, includes writing, films, and theaters. She moved to New York and earned a role in a Gershwin opera orgy and she passed along with the rest of the cast. Angela often shared stories about her unusual instance and poignant childhood, and her friends even also and associated encouraged her. Her friends encouraged her to write an autobiography, like about herself, to talk about her life, or to even write a story about herself. By 1995, she had spent 2 years on the New York Times paperback nonfiction bestseller list, becoming the first African American author to achieve such success. She offered us different expositions. They are uplifting peace. So one of her writings was At Harvest Time, and very quickly, to explain this in short, this story is just about one word, and this is going to be the main theme of the story, which is to reap what you sow. To reap what you sow, it means you have when you plant something, you should find the result of what you have already planted. So let's say that a plant needs to be fed at the right minerals, okay? So you should feed your plants with very good minerals, with the good minerals and right minerals, so it can grow to maturity and become ready for reaping. This means what you put out into the world will come back to you. So you should, for example, be a good person, so that later on you will find what you get back is something good. So here you have to plant peace in order to plant discord, and to plant loyalty to avoid betrayal. It is a phrase that advises people to do good, or at least to be aware that if they do bad things, then bad things are more likely to happen to them. So, in a very small way of explaining this, we should always do good to get good. And if we did bad, or if you do bad, you get bad. So it's always an action with a reaction. So if you acted on something in a right way and in a good way, and that's what you get in back, a good reaction. So another theme here I can see is very, very important, or we can also say that there is also the concept of karma. Let me explain very quickly the meaning of karma. Well, the karma here is a word meaning that results of a person's action as well as the action themselves. It is a term about the cycle of cause and effect. According to the theory of karma, what happens to a person happens because they cause it with their action. So the very small summary about this: do good to get good, plant good to grow good. So this actually what Maya Angelou tried to show in her in this small story, which is called At Harvest Time. Thank you so much. Now we're going to get us, or we're going to see the vocabularies that are in this text. Well, the first vocabulary here, if you noticed, is, sorry, let me just share it again with you. Here it comes. The first vocabulary is immutable. Well, immutable means impossible to change or modify. Impossible to change or modify. Another vocabulary you can see here is discord. The meaning of discord is this disagreement and conflict among people. When there is a disagreement between people, this is called a discord. The last vocabulary is called arable. Arable means suitable for growing crops. So the minerals which are suitable for growing crops are called arable. And that's it. Thank you so much.